I remember early Superhuman as just this remarkably ambitious and well articulated vision for a problem that, even as a user at that time, like I didn't find myself super aware of. Like it was like
Mhm.
the vision opened my eyes to the problem that I had. And where I'm trying to go to with this question is, when did you start to really believe rationally in the business rather than irrationally in the business?
What a great question. I think, my irrational belief definitely came first and then the rational came in after. I appreciate the framing here. Um, I think I remember a pretty distinct moment, which was about 2 years in. And I remember sitting down in like a coffee shop in San Francisco with my wife. And, I was kind of sharing how things were going. And I was like, it's really happening. Like, this is starting to take off. Like, the stuff I'm seeing, the things people are saying, the things our customers are saying, and the fact that they're all paying customers, right? They're all paying us $30 a month, $360 a year. Like, this is a real serious business here. This isn't some like toy. Um, and it was that moment of starting to like, tickle up against product market fit. We weren't quite there yet. We still had a lot of building to do. There were still many platforms we didn't yet support and so on. But we started to get that feeling that the market was like pulling it out of our hands. In fact, ripping it out of our hands as fast as we could build it. And that feeling coming, especially from the highest expectation customers, was a really powerful one to observe, coming from a period where you're just building, you're just like fixing bugs, prioritizing building features, and kind of like dreaming of a future where people actually care. And then you get to that moment, you're like, wow, okay, now it's real. Now the numbers are going up.
How long between we're just building, but how long between you joining the company and that conversation with your wife? Do you
It was
remember?
about 2 years. Yeah, it was maybe 18 months to 2 years. I mean, it was a very long build to get going, to build something that's that high quality with that broad of a surface area. The thing with most products is you can find a small niche that solves like the sort of simplest version of the problem, usually within a couple months, to a year, right? Email products have an enormous surface area because the incumbents, Gmail and Microsoft in particular, have been around for decades. And so they've just had decades worth of feature, they've accrued all these features that people come to expect. And so it took a while to get that first like complete feature set. Also with the quality and the, I guess the reliability that we needed to have. We saw lots of other startups build email products and get to market faster than we did, but then subsequently flop because they released widely. Maybe they attracted hundreds of thousands of users, but those users encountered deal breaker bugs. Like, I sent an email and it never sent. I sent an email and it sent 3 times.
Yeah.
Or I was writing a draft and it just disappeared and there's no way to retrieve it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these are all things that our competitors encountered, and we saw the bug complaint on Twitter. Like, we could read it there. It was like out in the open. I'm like, well, if they've got one person complaining about this, they probably have thousands of people experiencing it. I mean, we experienced it too, but we fixed it, as soon as it came up. And it's the kind of thing that happens when you're building an email client.